welcome back. This is the Modern Classic Superbike and Super Cup, and taking pole position, regardless of the scandal of the infamous videotape, is Mark Dicken, the number 7. 38 Scott Adam in second on one of the Ducatis, and Dean Skipper, number 57, taking that third spot. Well, there's Chris Norris on the number 22, another of our Ducati 848 challengers. But it's all eyes to the lights for these Modern Classic and Super Cup, and away they go. This is for a 6-lap dash after we have had a couple of red flags. So here come all the action. Well, already around the first corner, and well, as always, we have our number 55 machine at the back of Simon Wenlock in the Classic Superbike Series here with Hottrax Motorsport. Away early, though, is the number 38 of Scott Adam. And, well, following him, that looked like that was the number 22 machine of Chris Norris. Away they all go, though. They're through the infield section already, as we're also joined by the number 24 of John Marshall as well on one of our Honda Hornets. Good to see the 600cc machines out there. Scott Adam already starting to pull a couple of bike lengths away on that Ducati 848. And out of the bomb hole section there go Mark Dicken in third position. And also we see the number 70 machine also in there of Neil Appleby. And Neil, who normally runs in our Ducati Desmo Dew series, but decided to dust off the 996 and have a bit of a play with the larger capacity machines. Dean Skipper, though, putting the leader under a bit of pressure now, tucks it up the inside. Chris Norris hanging about in third place, waiting to capitalise on errors made by those riders. Mark Dicken in that fourth position on the number 7. As we see a couple of other R6s down there as well. I think that was Nick Roke as well, who was down there in the 600 machine. Well, Dean Skipper on that GSX-R 750 taking up the lead and the challenge from the Ducati 848 runners. And 2010 pre-injection 600 champion Mark Dicken in that fourth spot as well. Of course, losing out considerable horsepower there, so some good run and running there. 71, well, that's another Ducati Desmo. Mike Tessieman, normally found in the Ducati Desmo series, getting another one of his Ducatis out for a play in the Classic Superbike series. And the Super Cup is this time Chris Norris starts to move around the outside of the number 38. Scott Adam having a quick look behind him to see who's going to be next. Well, that fourth spot at the moment taken up by Mark Dicken on the Jaffa Orange R6. Away round Coram Curve they go. Dean Skipper still leading this one down to Murray's Corner. And this time, all parties hard on the brakes. Lift off and then hard on the acceleration up the start finish straight, as this time it looks like the number 22 of Chris Norris got the jump out of the corner. Some excellent drive there on the Dionysi clad rider. The number 22 now takes the top spot away from Dean Skipper as they start heading down towards Montreal, and I think this could be relegation again almost for Scott Adam. I saw that R6 of Mark Dicken just moving up the inside, but to no avail at that point. There we see, well, believe it or not, those two rookies, the 26 and 27, Carl Sellers and Nicky, well, they are quite a partnership to go with, to say the least. Only started racing this year, both of them out there on pre-injection R6s. Good bike to have, the old 5EB model. However, our top 4, well, it's still the number 22, then it's 57. As we have a look back at our top novices in this class, well, it is the number 31 machine, and that is Karen Brown, who is out there with Carl Sellers. As we could always count that as a gaggle of novices heading down toward Agostini or up to Hamilton, as Chris Norris seems to have this one firmly under control now on the Ducati 848. There's Dean Skipper, Scott Adam just behind him with Mark Dicken hanging on to the tail end of that group. As around Coram they go one more time. Looks like Scott Adams' tail on that machine just flapping about a bit Could do with another nut and bolt through that one. However, Chris Norris, part of the 848 Ducati Challenge, now lifts that front wheel under the power coming out of Murray's corner. Across the line he goes. As we wait for the other runners and riders in this Classic Superbike Cup. Not seeing, actually, Phil Brooks out there at the moment. No Phil Brooks on his ZXR 750. I think Electrical Gremlins, as we see Wayne Crossman crossing the line. Yes, Electrical Gremlins putting pay to his challenge certainly this weekend. Wayne Crossman out there on his MV. As again, the number 23 has now moved ahead. So Rob Jones. I think I've got those names wrong a few times. It looks like some number adjustment on those R6s. So yes, it's 23 Rob Jones with the other R6, of course, of Karen there. Oh, looks like Mark Dicken has just had a bit of a moment into, that is the exit of Agostini, outrode himself, but managed to regain a little bit of composure. Wayne Crossman also tips in there with the number 21 of Stuart Bayliss just behind him. So well, that was a very, very unfortunate incident there for the number 7 rider. So he's going to be infuriatingly mad when he gets back to the paddock. However, there is your leader, the number 22, that is Chris Norris. Of course, no stranger to Ducatis, having raced them for about 5 years. Well, it looks like Wolsey Coulter, down in your listings as number 14, has managed to make his way through to 2nd position, overtaking both Scott Adam and also Dean Skipper. So an excellent run by another 848 challenger here, getting a bit of practice for an Oh, there's a faller, and I think that is Karen Brown, who's taken a tumble at the bomb hole. So the red flags come out, and that one is confirmed as a result. So Chris Norris, number 22, takes the win. Wolsey Coulter, number 14, is in 2nd, and Scott Adam takes our 3rd position. Paul Payne behind him. Then we have the number 33 of Andy Pike just behind them. Well, another couple of riders head through our shot into Montreal corner, as we also see the 96 of Dave Jenkins head through our shot. Every time I see that, I want to say another name, and that one will be very familiar with the likes of Mark and Fran. There is 52 heading through your shot. That's Steve Newman. I'm not too sure if he's on an ALB